We are really lucky to represent the Utah Aerospace and Defense Association because they're some of the most patriotic Americans and patriotic Utahns that you will ever meet. We felt there was such a great opportunity that when we heard there was a plan to actually go to Ukraine and connect businesses with the military and with the government, we didn't want to be left out. It was really great for our companies to go to Ukraine and actually show what they have to offer. And those relationships were forged in person. Ukraine and their government really saw Utah being the first state to make a trade mission to Ukraine. They'll remember that. And they remember how passionate we are about their cause. And because of that, there was a really strong bond, not just a relationship, but a really strong bond that formed between our two governments.
You know, UADA had a very special purpose in this effort, and that was to connect aerospace, defense, and security companies to buyers, partners, and investors within Ukraine. It became very clear to us that the number one thing that the Ukrainian people are interested in is technology that can help them win the war, and that makes a lot of sense. Drone technologies, radars, sensors, missiles, munitions manufacturers, all of which we can find right here in the great state of Utah, can automatically plug in and be helpful to these people right away. At the end of the day, this is not about war, this is not about commerce, this is about people. People are at the heart of everything that we do, and no one knows that better than the state of Utah.
I understand the conflict much differently than I did before because I saw how real it was. In downtown Kyiv, they have burnt out tanks and armored vehicles, cars. These people have to walk by that every single day. They have pictures posted of all of the fallen in the town square, and there are hundreds and thousands of faces that they see every single day. And that really put it in perspective. We would have air raids. It's an app on your phone that would alert you if there were any incoming threats to the city. And when we were staying in Kyiv, that was often, probably every day. And when they would make eye contact or speak to me after they would see the alarm go off, they would say, thanks to the Americans, we don't have to worry about that alarm going off as much.
You know, as we got into our meetings, it became very clear that they wanted more of our time. We were in Ternopil, we were in Milonitsky, we were in Kyiv, Lviv. We saw a lot of the country, and at every stop along the way, one of the questions we received was, can you stay longer? There's someone I'd like you to meet.
They saw the sincerity of Utahns, they saw the sincerity of our government, of President Adams, of our defense industry. That was really important to them. They saw that we were the real deal, and they made a meeting with President Zelenskyy happen. I think the general public and the industry need to understand about doing business in Ukraine as there's a lot of opportunity that we haven't tapped into yet, and we're looking forward to doing that.
We can't be wobbly with our commitment to democratic principles. If we're the leader of the free world, then we need to step up and help these people.
We have the manufacturing capability, we have the tools, we have the technology, the expertise, the logistics to help them. The Ukrainians are the underdogs here. They're fighting against a giant nuclear power, and they're an economy the size of Utah. There is no way they would be able to put up a fight against a big bully without our help.
My plea and my invitation to leadership here in the state is to be united in our support of Ukraine and its victory over Russia.